Hello everybody, this is Michael. In this video, we will talk about our UDP tools. So the UDP tools is a software tool. So it looks like this. So this is the client side. This is the server side. The difference between the client and server is the server has one broadcast option. Okay. So first question is why we design these tools? Because it is mainly for the ESP32 Wi-Fi lessons. For the ESP32 Wi-Fi lessons, we have one board. It is one ESP32 C3 board. Okay, it can be a client. It can send data to the server, to the UDP server. The UDP server will send the data back to the client. It also can be a server. It also can receive the data from the client and send the data back. Of course, the software can running on the PC, can running on the computer at the same time. The client will send data to the server, and the server will send the data back to the client. So next question is, how can I download it? Where I can download the software? So you can download the software from my website, microstudios.com. Download is here. So it is here. So when you download it, you unzip it, you can get the software like this. This is the README, and this is client, this is server. Double click it. So you will run the client here, and double click this one. So you will run the server here. Okay. So this is our client, this is our server. Here we will set the client IP, and this is the client port. Here we set the server IP and server port. So first things we need to start the server. It starts here. And we start the client also. So it will start the client. Next, we send some information from the client to the server. For example, it's hello, how are you? We will send it. We will send to the server at this port. So at this port. So this is the server port. We setting the server port here, and we need to set the server port here. Also, we need to set the server port here. So the client will send the data to the server IP, to the server IP at the server port here. So we send it. Okay. For the server side, when the server receives the data, it can decode the client IP, also the port of the client, and the information, of course. And then once we receive the information, all the information from client, we can send the data back according to the IP and the port. So we already set the port here, the same port number. We can put the information like I'm fine, and you. We send it back. So the client will receive the data from the server. So one thing we need to remember, the client port can set be 0. when the client port set to 0, the system will automatically use. The client will randomly choose one port and send the information to the server. Okay, so let's use the same message and send it. Okay, so here is still this port, and we send it again. Here we need to stop. We need to stop the client first. We need to stop it and start it again. Okay, start it again, and then we send the data. So you will see the port is a different port. This is the original one. This is the different one. We send data. So when the server receives the data from the client, we need to change the client port according the sending information. Here is 62507, and then we send it back. So you will see we send it back. We change some information. I'm Michael. Okay, so we can send it back. If we still use the old port like this is 665, so we cannot send it out. We cannot send it out. So it is a random. It is a random port for this part. Let's stop it and start it again. And we send the information again. You will see the port number will change. Send. So it's a different port again. Okay, it's a different port again. So the server needed to change the client port according the received information. Okay, so here is 55935. 55935. Okay, I'm Michael. We changed the information again. Today is a good day. Send it out. Send it out. Okay, so the client will receive the information from the server. So this is a special port, special position for the UDP client. When you set the client port at 0, the system will choose one random port for the client to send the data out. So the server needed to change the client port according the received information. Okay, so this is this video. I'm Michael, and see you next time.